Welcome back to the show. Well, it had to end sometime, but the last 2 weeks watching the world's best athletes compete in Tokyo has been amazing. There was no shortage of nail-biting moments from Simone Biles to local athletes taking gold. Kings 5's resident Olympic aficionado, expert, whatever you want to call him, Chris Egan, he's back here to share his thoughts. Chris did not get to go to the Olympics for the first time in, seems like forever, but you were very much paying close attention.
Awesome Olympics.
Yeah?
I mean, Tokyo did fabulous with the games, considering there was no fans, no parents, no supporters there. I thought they did an awesome job. I thought NBC did a great job with the games as well. And it was awesome to see all these local athletes competing against the world's best and doing well.
I love to hear it. All right, but we're not going to start with a local athlete. I do want to ask you quickly and get it off the top.
Yeah.
Simone Biles, she was out, she was in, she faced so much pressure, but then she rose to the challenge.
It was the story of these games. Simone Biles, when she had to get out of team competition, she withdrew. She thought it was the best decision for her team. She had twisties, which is when you're in the air, you just don't know where you're at. And in the sport of gymnastics, that can be very dangerous. Simone bowed out, but came back in the very end and won a bronze medal. You are talking about the most decorated U.S. athlete in Olympic history.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It was a great story. And what I love most, Amity, is the smile. To see the smile, to see that she has found joy again. And there is so much pressure. When you're at the Olympics, it's not just your hometown, it's just not the U.S., it's the entire world watching you.
MBD.
And throwing social media now, I mean, it's a lot of pressure on these young athletes. And I got to tell you what, for her to come back to compete against the world's best and to get a bronze medal, pretty cool stuff.
Absolutely. Sometimes I can't, even with how some people treat these athletes when they're like underage. We wouldn't talk about minors like this in any other way unless in the sports arena. But let's talk about the positives.
Yeah.
Jordan Chiles from Vancouver, Washington. She got silver.
When Simone went out and she told the team, you know, hey, go out there and compete. Jordan Chiles, as you see right there, from Vancouver, Washington, came out and stepped up and helped Team USA bring home a silver medal in the team competition. Great to see the locals doing well. And Jordan Chiles was the first of many that got things started for the state of Washington.
That is amazing. So let's move on. So end of an era, though, for some Sue Bird.
This one was kind of sad. I actually watched this game live. Team USA going for the gold medal, taking on Japan. And for somebody that's been covering Sue Bird for over 2 decades now in Seattle, I got a little teary-eyed. I'm going to admit at home when Sue Bird, and this is the shot that gets me teary-eyed, Sue Bird with the gold medal around her neck, her 5th gold medal. Her 5th gold medal. Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird, that is the most gold medals for a men's or women's basketball player in Olympics history of all time. The U.S. women's basketball team, maybe the most dominating team of all time. They've now won 7 straight gold medals, but Sue Bird made it very clear after this game, Amity, this is my last Olympics. But for everybody in the great state of Washington, the Pacific Northwest, she will continue to play on with the Seattle Storm and has not announced her retirement with the Storm yet. So you can still watch one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time in Seattle playing for the Storm, but that was her last Olympic Games. 5 gold medals. Wow. What a way to go out. Yeah.
It gives me the chills.
Yeah.
USA men, too?
USA men took a lot of criticism. You and I were on the show before the Olympics, they had lost a game to Nigeria. A lot of people said this team's struggling. They don't have LeBron James. He's out making movies. All they have is former Sonic Kevin Durant. They were taking a lot of heat. They went on and won a gold medal and were peaking at the right time. And Bothell High, Zach LaVine was part of that Team USA team that brought home a gold medal. And also a shout out to the women's 3-on-3 team. They also won a gold medal with Kelsey Plum, former Husky star, leading the way.
I mean, what, Washington? I love this. Also, someone we talked about before the Olympics, Nevin Harrison.
I mentioned this is a name you need to know about. Nevin Harrison, 19 years of age, from Seattle, Washington, went to Roosevelt High School. This is her, the sprint canoe event. She makes Olympics history, becomes the first gold medal winner in that event of all time. And what I love, Amity, is after the race, you talk about the sacrifice. She just broke down in tears. I mean, she's been given this everything for the last 4 years to get ready for this one moment, and she just broke down, and it was such a great story. And then to see her come home at the airport, to have mom and dad there giving her hugs as she came in, and then Gig Harbor, where she once trained at the Gig Harbor kayak and canoe racing team, packed the place to watch that race, and it was so cool to see all these young kids. And it was a young 12-year-old girl that turned to me and said, Chris, I can't wait to get out in the water tomorrow at 6 a.m. because of Nevin.
Oh my gosh, you're going to make me
so
cry.
you talk about motivation.
Yeah.
It's moments like that. And that canoe is a sport that doesn't get a lot of attention. Great to see it on the world's biggest stage. And Seattle's own Nevin Harrison, gold medal winner.
I agree with that. I don't think I'd ever seen it before, but seeing that power is incredible. And you literally did make me cry.
And she, you know, 7 days a week, she's been training for that one moment. She's won 2 world championships, but she said coming home with a gold medal, Seattle, doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about rhythmic gymnastics and then give me the final medal counts in this last minute.
Okay, final medal counts. Let's get to them if we can right here. We're going to bring them up. But Team USA, they were down in gold medals for most of the Olympics, but they end up, there you go right there. Team USA ends up with 39 gold medals, the most, 113 total medals. So they win in golds, they win in total medals. 3rd straight summer games where the U.S. has won with gold medals with 39. And you got to give a lot of credit to the volleyball team. They came through with that final gold medal.
Do we have time for the gold medal for your rhythmic gymnastics quickly?
Well,
we'd like to see this right quick if we can,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
unfortunately, this is video that's trending in all the wrong reasons why. And I want to make it clear to everybody at New Day, I will be leaving King to join the rhythmic team. Yeah.
Well, we're sad to see you go, but we have obviously seen the talent. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, Chris, for everything.
You bet.
I know the Olympics are over, but I hope that you come back more often because we
Hey.
just enjoy hanging out with you.
Winter Games, 178 days away.
Exactly. All right. We'll check in with you soon on that.